Welcome to Space Y. What is the one thing 11% of every child wants to be? An astronaut. However, since the first person in space in 1961, only 565 people have actually been to space, and out of those, only 12 have been to the moon. So I am here to realize your childhood dream of eating cheese on the moon. Assuming you have opened Minecraft 23W13A or B, we can begin. First, you must collect the essentials. Think of the essentials as warm, fresh milk, which is what you need before even thinking about making cheese. It's basically the same for astronauts. Before you can even think about going to space, you have to break down a tree illegally for wood so you can make a wooden pickaxe to mine stone and finally make stone tools. Once you've gotten the basics, it's probably time to vote. Voting is like the process of acidifying your milk. You decide certain things which have an effect on the outcome of the product. For cheese, you choose how to acidify it, whether that's pouring acid directly in there or adding living bacteria. For voting, you can choose what happens, like becoming the president of your world or making the skies a different color. But some things don't change, like the necessity of having balloon cows and edible air. If you don't have those, then you can't go to the moon and you become like the 7,999,999,987 people that haven't stroked the cheese on the moon with their tongue. Once you get the balloon cow's proposal, you can move on to the next step, which happens to be getting glass. This seems like it wouldn't translate to making cheese, but it does, because getting sand is like adding the coagulant to the acidified milk because you are preparing it to be something else. The smelting of the sand is like the process of waiting for the milk to gel over. Once the milk transforms from a liquid to a gel, you test how firm it is. This is comparable to taking out the glass from the furnace. Since you now have glass, you have to cut it up into little bottles. It is pretty much the same thing for the gel, which is now called curd for some reason. You have to cut it up into little squares. Glass bottles and cut up curd acquired, you can move on to stirring, cooking, and washing the curd. All of this falls under the umbrella of crafting air. And this may be a stretch, but crafting the air is like the process of getting ready for the next step, which is exactly what stirring and cooking and washing are for. That being said, the next step happens to be draining the curd. This process and the process of finding a cow are extremely similar because it feels draining? Yeah, we'll go with that one. Now that you have this cow, you make it ingest lots of air so it flies into the sky. This is like aging the cheese. And once the cow has flown its course, it explodes, which is comparable to how the cheese looks. Then you fall onto the moon and voila! Your cheese is done, and it is the size of the moon. Now, you get to eat it till the cows come home. Subscribe if you enjoyed, and that is all from Space Y. Enjoy your cheese, also you're stuck there forever, so bye!